Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohoes, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets. Here's the biggie. Here's what Donald Trump wants from Ukraine after we sent them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars that all got grifted, by the way, that all got put in the pockets of the oligarchs in Ukraine. What?
No oversight policy?
They had no oversight.
Backfired? Is that what you're saying?
That's right. So they sent them that money on the strict condition that they wouldn't monitor where the money was going. I mean, the United States Congress and the President Joe Biden, they made sure nobody would monitor where they were where the money was going or the weapons.
That's not proof.
So here, so that's how you know it's about helping people.
Yeah.
So here's what Trump wants now from Ukraine. So
I want to have our money secured because we're spending hundreds of billions of dollars. And, you know, they may make a deal, they may not make a deal, they may be Russian someday, or they may not be Russian someday, but we're going to have all this money in there. And I say, I want it back. And I told them that I want the equivalent, like $500 billion worth of rare earth. And they've essentially agreed to do that. So at least we don't feel stupid. Otherwise, we're stupid. I said to them, we have to get something. We can't continue to pay this money.
So just like Lindsey Graham said, they've got all those minerals, $1 trillion worth of minerals underneath their land. Trump's like, well, now we're going to take it. So they lose land to Russia, all those territories Russia wants, and now they're going to lose their $500 billion in rare minerals. They and they lost a million people fighting this stupid war that they should have never fought. It is a lose, 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 lose for Ukraine, which is what we said was going to happen from day one. And we also said from day one at this show that this was a proxy war for the United States economic hitman NATO with Russia. That's why they blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. This was so we could sell more liquefied natural gas to Europe. They thought, meaning the neocons in the Biden administration, they thought they were going to be able to split up Russia. They call that balkanizing it. They thought Russia was way weaker than it was. They thought that
only works here.
They thought just like they did to Ukraine, where they're now selling off. They're going to take their minerals. Half their farmland has already been sold to BlackRock. That the way they could break up Ukraine, they thought they were going to be able to do that to Russia. They thought they were going to be able to foment a coup in Russia and then break it up. And they were 100% wrong. Russia's stronger now than they were when the war started. And they got closer with China, which everybody from Henry Kissinger to Noam Chomsky and everyone in between warned against us doing, pushing China and Russia closer together. So now they are. And when they blew up the Nord Stream pipeline, that just screwed Europe. That didn't screw Russia. That screwed Europe. Now Germany and Europe, they're paying twice, 3 times, 4 times as much for energy as they were before. And so that's why That's why their economy's tanking. That's why things are a mess in Europe and Germany, the economic engine of Europe. And it was all done because the neocons in the White House basically did the same, they're just as stupid as they were when we went into Afghanistan, when we went into Libya, when we went into Iraq. It's the same thing over and over and over.
Shout out to Snitch and Adam because I can't wait to rewatch me yelling at them. How right I was. I mean, you and Dave Smith didn't even want to waste your time.
I didn't know.
I did, but I wasted my time out of friendliness, and look who was right.
So in 2014, the United States CIA did a coup on the democratically elected government of Ukraine.
Victoria Noodleman.
And why? Setting this whole thing up. That was a way to set this whole thing up. And they waived NATO membership in front of Ukraine, which they knew they were never going to give them. And they used their people as cannon fodder. And when I told people this in February of 2022, they called me a Putin puppet.
Putin's body.
Putin's body. People who believe what they see on CNN and MSNBC and Fox News, people who believe what they read in the New York Times, still believe what they read in the Washington Post, still. Those people looked at me like a grifter. And of course, just
still
like
have Rocky IV energy after the Soviet Union fell sometime
there is no Soviet Union. It's over.
Like it's the commies.
It's over.
It's unbelievable. If you try to pin somebody down, like, do you think that they're communist or something? What is your issue? They don't even know.
They don't even know. So we were right about it then. We're right about it now.
I'm not getting no Russian money to say that, even though I have a Tim Pool hat.
The Nazis there's a Nazi, right? Mm-hmm. So we're supposed to give up our national territory, vow never to join NATO, no matter what Russia does to us, and also give Donald Trump our rare earth minerals. That's a very interesting deal from an aggressor and a partner that was to support our security in exchange for giving up our nuclear weapons, missile armaments, and strategic bomber fleet. Oh, boy.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine a Nazi? You really think this is going to turn out different, you stupid Nazi?
You better give up them nukes.
The Nazis who jump-started the Ukraine conflict in 2014 just realized how their story ends. I told you how the story was ending. A dumb jagoff comedian.
Hey, Ilya Ponomarenko, here's a tip. Try merging with the CIA like them other Nazis.
Yeah. Okay.
Operation Cabbage Clip. Maybe see if you can sneak into Canada. They'll award you.
Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohoes, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets.